Give a plate out to some starving talent.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. That's what you should have told your mom. See? I was about to fat shame. Your mom not even fat for real. She just old and ugly.
But again, I just had to confirm that it wasn't the worst. In my head, as soon as I saw those symptoms, I'm like, yeah, you got to get CT, MRI, X-rays, all of this shit. You got to make sure. It's better to be safe than sorry, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is Nora? No games tonight? Do I play games tonight? Let me think about it. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, I had to switch my shit. Do I feel like playing games tonight? I really don't know. The thing is, I've been over the last couple of days, I haven't touched my controller. I haven't looked at a game. I've been too tired to even watch. I'm 2 weeks behind on that Kakagiri anime. 2 weeks behind on the Kaiju show. 2 weeks behind on what's that other anime called? I forgot what it's called. There's another one, Dandadan. I'm like 2 weeks behind on that. I haven't watched anything because I've been so fatigued. I've just wanted to lay down and chill. But the last 2 or 3 days, I felt a little closer to myself again. I have. You can't take this health shit for granted, though. I'll be honest, bro. One day of not feeling like you start making agreements with God and shit. Like, damn, man, like this shit really tough. Would have said play Uno, but that might raise your blood pressure. It won't, but Uno doesn't work. Or at least that one time it made my stream lag. I could try it again, but I think I'll run into the same problem. Fatigue is horrible. I be feeling exhausted just from my iron deficiency. How much iron do you need to be like sufficient? Well, you personally, not me, but when you're healthy, you want 100 things, but when you have a health problem, you only want one thing. Don't take your health for granted. Yes. You realize if your health isn't all the way back, like where it needs to be, like you realize that's really all that matters is the fact that I'm alive and I don't have any like debilitating symptoms. That's usually enough for people when you draw it back to the bare minimum. Like me knowing that there's nothing in my head outside of my thoughts before you start dick sucking. Me knowing that there's nothing in my head, just like it made me like way more appreciative. Cause it's not like I'm like a 16-year-old boy or no shit like that. Like, chat, I'm gonna be 30 this year. To find nothing was more surprising to me than anything, realistically. I'm be honest with you. Please try Hell Is Us. It's out. It's kind of Souls inspired. I think I got fatigue from that.
Everybody know that one person who smoke and drink all the time and are never sick or go to the doctor. Health you feel like a dice roll sometimes.
One of my friends said evil never dies after I showed them my results. I'm like, what the fuck?
See, when you 28 years behind spawn, she might heal you TBH. For me, my mom's beans keep me 300% capacity.
Beans? I don't know about beans, gang. If I had to drink my mom's shakes, what she drinks, I would probably be I'm functional now, even prior to, you know what I'm saying, when I went to the doctor. If I drank her shakes, bro, I think I might be Superman. I'm not trolling. Do I feel my prediction about Joey Badass was right? Or do I feel like listening to his album? No, okay, here's my thing. I listened to Joey's album. I'm glad you brought that up. Man. You gain powers at 30. I don't know what that means. Superman wouldn't struggle with a trash bin. That's facts. At the end of the day, Clark Kent would. Bitch ass nigga. Lock in with yourself. Lock in with life. Hoe ass nigga, dumb ass nigga, weak ass nigga. I didn't say I was Superman. But I am at that point where it's like, you know what? I'm looking forward to gaining my powers next year then. See, y'all don't be on Nicole's dick about 30, but you're on my facts. No, they say that you hit your physical peak when you're 30. I think midway through your 30s, you hit your physical prime. For a guy, I think. I don't know what. I think it's maybe between 30. Is it 33 or 34?
On the topic of beans, I remember when I spilled beans all over myself in the movie theater watching Cars 2.
Okay, no, you exist in that prime phase from like 25 to 33 or 34. But I think the actual peak of it is like 30 something. I just don't remember the exact. Yeah, I don't remember the exact like fucking thing of it. It is what it is though. On the topic of beans, I remember why I spilled the beans all over myself in the movie theater watching Cars. Why do you have beans in the movie theater? What? You were in the D for the first time and you saw some cool spots downtown. Downtown has come such a long way if you're talking about Detroit from where it used to be. 30s only suck if you have shit career babies with a drop kick and married to someone not aligned with you. Facts. I feel like my 30s will be just like my 20s, but like almost hopefully no worries, like, or stress. And I know so much more. I'll be able to take care of myself so much better and those around me. I might do some nomad shit, to be honest. Like I don't really know. I have so much information. You was right about to talk to Joey about the album and got distracted. No, I mean I was, but I didn't count on not getting distracted, you know. 30s are just your 20s with some sense and acceptance of self. You the Yoda of streaming. You gonna waste it trust. What does that mean? Dude, I'm about to go back in the gym probably a week from now. I'm gonna start yoga first. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of stretches. Get my shit right back again. I'm about to be a fucking demon. I got my eating right. Against my will, but I got my eating right. Get into martial arts, nigga. Bro, I'm a fucking boxer, nigga. I'll kill you, bro. Chill. In a game, chat. In a game, chill. I want to do yoga with niggas? Yeah. No. I'm going to have to actually bring the yoga shit back. I will have to bring the yoga shit back. I don't have a choice at this point. Man allegedly checked teen out of school for sex. Bro, why is my algorithm like this? I looked at one pastor with a sex cult, and all of a sudden niggas is popping up on my shit. All right, bet. Do Pilates, no joke. Your core will be so strong. Mobility will be so good after that. Your lifting at the gym will be so smooth. I'll throw some additional exercises in. I won't. I'm not opposed to it.
I wanna get in the gym, but I don't like working out 'cause it hurts.
I will tell you this. A body that isn't working out hurts significantly more than a body that is. I'm not trolling. You feel the strongest and the most solid you ever feel when you're in the gym. Like nothing can stop you. You ever feel like I don't even think there's any feeling of lethargy whenever I'm in the gym or working out. Whether I'm running, like doing some type of cardio or like it's weight related, I just feel like I'm supposed to be doing that. It makes me feel good. Like even though it can sometimes feel mentally draining before you do it, don't think about it. And you get to a point, I don't know where it happens. It usually happens though. You get to a point where it's like, oh, it's so routine. I love it almost. Like I love the way it makes me feel. Cause I can't retain the benefits of what my body and my life can do for me if I don't go in there. I have to. When you work out a lot, the workout pain starts to feel good, the burn. Yeah, you kind of seek it out. What did I say, chat? I got another one. Like, I said if you don't... Damn, I forgot what it was. Never mind. I don't remember what the fuck I was about to say. Working out changed my life after a while. The gym is so addictive if you do it right. No, it is, 100%. It's especially addictive when you're not trying to look a certain way, too. Like, if you're going to the gym solely to work out, and you just progressively get stronger or whatever the case is, it's like, bro, my body just loves what I'm giving it right now. And my body's paying me back for the way I feel. So I'm going to keep giving my body what it want. My body going to keep giving me what I want. As long as I'm eating somewhat decent, we in a love relationship right now. Right now, you're sore from yesterday's workout and I feel like my body's just becoming more solid. Oh, God. I've never felt so good physically than when I was working out. And then everything else just happens to look good too. Like your clothes look better on you. You're more functional in real world settings. If you're working out the right way, you have real world strength that you can actually use as like with real world utility. It just is where you're supposed to be. At least at some point during the day it is. And stretch, 100%. Don't forget to stretch. Before you go to sleep and when you wake up, stretch. It just makes sense. Working out for your vitals for good health. I think that's also why my heart test looks so good. Like I got this heart monitor. I got this like little meter on my shit. I think I run at least 20,000. Like, hold on. I think I'm averaging at least 7 to 8 miles per week. Even when I start my weight training again, I'm going to maintain that like level of cardio. Like all of it's good. Like that's also another thing I wanted to mention. Despite how fatigued I felt, I still ran. And weirdly, whenever I ran, I felt like there was nothing wrong. I didn't have any numbness. I didn't have any pain in my neck. Usually if there's something critically wrong, that exacerbates the issue. But when as soon as I stepped outside, as soon as I walked outside, oh my God. It was like there was nothing. It was like there was nothing there. I had the biggest high in the world. I'm like, oh, I'm about to spend a whole day out here. It has to be. Sean hosting a 3K in Detroit. I'm not doing that. I could, though, to be honest. I could, and that would be fire. I think running's in your DNA. Family from Kenya. It feels so good when you're done and it doesn't feel like a chore or work out of the moment. Yeah, maybe I got some of that somewhere. I don't know. Because it's just that's like my thing. It's so therapeutic, too. 3 things that are really therapeutic for me: running, grilling. I can't tell you the last one.
I do want to start running, not gonna lie. Sonic is my childhood after all, and it's good for the heart.
Nigga said Sonic my childhood. And I agree with you, but at the same time, it's like, damn. Sonic is funny as hell. Biking is great. I'm not going to be a biker, I could tell. How do you get into running, Sean? I've been trying to, but I can never get it consistent. You don't really get into running. I feel like what you should do is set goals for yourself, like little check marks. So, like, if you live, like, near a mall or something like that, well, nah. If you live, like, near a store that's nearby you or something like that, like, that's within 5 minutes driving-wise, it's probably 25 minutes walking distance. So walk there wherever like store you choose, and if that store has a water, reward yourself with a water when you go in, and then walk back. It's just like walking. I think there's I don't know what the experiment or the study is. You don't even have to run. Walking, someone who walks for a mile a day versus someone who doesn't has infinitely different levels of stamina. Infinitely. You don't even got to do much. I think it takes 15 minutes of just regular walking to hit a mile. Just regular walking. You don't even have to technically leave your house to do it, but it makes most sense to because you feel like you're going somewhere. But you don't got to do 20 miles a day or nothing like that. Just 1 mile there, 1 mile back. That could be 2 miles. You don't got to even do it every day. I'm telling you. It'll change your life.
When it comes to running, do you agree it's not about speed and it's about pace?
It's about pace 100%. It's about pace, it's about distance, and it's about endurance. That's it. I never look at speed. Now, if you're trying to monitor how fast you're going to go, obviously your power and all of that going to have to be taken into consideration. But like pure endurance, building up stamina, building up your health, getting a healthy heart, just walk outside. Just go outside. It is about having good knees too, which is why you need to stretch carefully and probably incorporate some other type of exercise that involves your lower body, but that doesn't kill your knees. So all you leg press merchants and all you leg press demons that are locking out at the bottom, or locking out at the top when you hit the leg press and you got 600 pounds on your shit, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Not trolling. Your kneecap's gonna be gone in about 3 business days, gang. It's over with. I saw somebody doing that at the. Oh my god, bro! I forgot which gym I went to, like 4 or 5 months ago. This was after my like kidney shit. I'm like, what the fuck am I seeing this dude do? He got like 8 plates on the machine, and he's locking all the way out at the top. I'm like, my nigga, how and why are you doing that? And I saw 2 people walk up to him and say, hey, stop before you get to the top. He's not listening. I thought that was a myth where niggas don't listen to people in the gym or their peers in the gym. Like, niggas not trying to one up. They trying to help you. They trying to save you from a life of arthritis and breaking your shit and having to be in a doctor and in a wheelchair on some shit. But he didn't want to listen. He didn't want to listen. I'm like, bro, if you know anything about your legs, you know this is a bullshit exercise anyway. The fuck? My boy is putting 8 plates on leg press instead of just going to squat. Holy fuck, bro. It's all good, though. Everybody different. Everybody different, chat. Everybody different. Skins dust? Yeah, it's over with for him. I hope he good, though. I hope he's doing well these days. Maybe his back can't take it. Well, his knees can't take what the fuck he's trying to do. So if he got a bad back, he about to have bad legs, too. Nah, I press more than I squat, not gonna lie. Everybody can. What? There isn't a person alive. If a person can squat 150, I guarantee you they're doing at least double that in a leg press easily. That's nothing. But that's not where the strength really come from. Like, I'm not saying it's not a workout. It definitely counts, but it's just not necessary, I feel like. More is not better. It's definitely not. Form over everything. But I'm hearing it, though. I'm definitely hearing it. I'm not discouraging leg press, but if you're doing leg press and you're not squatting, then I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, Joey Badass. Now, here's my issue with Joey Badass, right? Nah, I don't do Bulgarians. I don't. I'll be honest. My shit traditional. My stance traditional. My grip traditional. Only thing that I'll switch it up on, what is this grip called, chat? It's not a, I don't know what this grip is called. I forgot. But when I do, what is it called? The deadlift. Reverse grip, yeah. When I do deadlift or mixed grip, then I'll do that for that. But yeah, my other than that, my fucking grip is traditional. Lifted hill squats. I ain't done a hill squat in mad long. You do Smith machine squats. Depending on how heavy you go and like if there's anybody there to watch you, I could understand that. I would stay away from the Smith machine though. I don't like the Smith machine, but I get it though. What my numbers look like? I haven't been in the gym in like 8 months. But when I was, like, I could squat probably 275, deadlift 350. And I was never maxing out. I hated maxing out because I was told that you're like that's not your functional strength. So people that would hit their PRs, they would hit their PR one time and then like, all right, that's cool, but like how about you lift about 75 to 80% of what you can and try to go for reps as opposed to going for PR and wasting all your stamina. And so that's what I always try to do. So I don't really know how much I could have lifted off the squat and off the deadlift, but I never went all the way. I tried not to. If I could get it up about 4 to 5 to 6 times, I'm like, all right, bet. That's good enough for me. But if I can only lift something once, I'm like, it's cool to say I can lift that, but like, I can't realistically. You want to get stronger every day? Nothing wrong with that at all. But I feel like you get stronger through reps and endurance more than you do lifting something once. But I think there's also a study to show that when you do a PR or something like that, you still get stronger from that still. I just prefer the other way. It just makes more sense to me. But Joey Badass, right? For those that don't remember Joey Badass, I mean, you know who he is, but at the end of the day, you know the amount of noise that he made over the last, I don't know how long. He's been talking about, you know, being the king of the East Coast, or, you know, talking about how it's been way too much West Coast dick licking and how much attention that we've been given to every other sector of the rap world. And it's basically left an entire section unnoticed, you know, and when we go to one side of the spectrum from the other, we're looking at Joey Badass like, okay, let's look at your catalog and what have you dropped, what have you released. We got a whole bunch of material from like 2012, 2015, some from 2017. You dropped a project in 2022, I believe. But Joey Badass, like, as a rapper, hasn't necessarily moved the needle. I feel like for most people in general, and even his hardcore fans, I feel like most of them consider his oldest work his best work. And so I was hoping, you know what I'm saying, after the amount of noise that he made and after all the discussions that he forced people to have about the state of hip-hop and what we really want out of the genre and what it's supposed to look like, I was hoping that he would have like an album that was like representative of the shift that he would have liked to see happen in hip-hop, because it's been so underwhelming for him from his perspective. Unfortunately, what we got was what I expected. Joey Badass giving us raps that are the same as usual. Same posturing, same shadow boxing, same everything. And to me, it was such an ear sore to listen to, not because he's not a good rapper. Obviously, he's a good rapper. I'm not saying he's not a good rapper. But it's just a whole bunch of music that I just don't feel anything toward or about. And it's just is gripped in this idea that, like, as long as I'm rapping, that's all people need. And it's just not. At every point on this album, I'm listening to Joey Badass rap, and I just don't feel anything. I just don't. I wish I did. I wish all of that, you know, that he talked about over the course of the last 6 months or so, or 9 months even, was worth the posturing and the braggadocio and the calling everybody out and the spurring up rap battles between this person and that person. But it just wasn't, because this is the end result of it all. The end result of it is a record that came after a delay, after all this posturing about how you're the king and you got so much dominion, you own this much shit, and your label prevented you from releasing on the day that you really wanted to drop, and you ended up coming out with this, which just feels half-baked. This, to me, is just not on the same page as 2000. It's not on the same page as even a 2017 record. I hate going back and comparing his records like this, but the music here is just so interchangeable to me that it just doesn't do anything. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. He said it was a mixtape he made after the beef. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it to me, bro. I'm sorry. I wish that he wasn't in this mode where it felt like I'm doing this because I have to release something after I had that big back and forth with everybody last year or this year. It don't feel like this had the same level of care that, you know, some of his earlier work does. That's just me, though. I'm over this era of listening to rap and then everything by default being passable because a nigga rapping on it, and he's not really doing anything or saying anything. And that's what Joey's been. That's not only Joey. That's been a lot of people that we look at in the lyrical span for, I don't know, the last couple years. I wish he was just, I wish the inspiration for this record came from a more artistic place as opposed to a strategic placement, because, you know, my name is buzzing right now, where it was buzzing like 30, 40 days ago, and I got to build up off the momentum of it. I get why you would do it. I do get why you would do it from like a numerical point of view, from a statistics point of view, but like, it don't feel like there's anything to this. There's nothing to chew on. It sucks, man.
I feel like if this wasn't such a packed year for hip-hop, then people would have liked it more in general.
I probably wouldn't have, but I get what you're saying, but I probably wouldn't have cared for this no matter what. And that sucks because, like I said, I'm a Joey Badass advocate. I am. If somebody wasn't a rap fan and they were like, "Oh, I'm trying to listen to the genre. Where should I go to get some like good elements of it?" A couple years ago, I would have put them in Joey Badass's direction. I would have, but like right now, especially with all the creativity coming out of hip hop right now, all the spaces in which people are making some of the most boundary pushing for what they generally make in their arsenal, all the types of music that they're making, like I can't look at this and look at Joey Badass, who is the most comfortable he's ever been, keep making the same style of music, and me being like, oh yeah, I'm excited about this one the same way I would be for the next one or the last one. Like, he's not old enough to be making music like this. He's not nobody on Griselda. He's not a Bodie James age who's like 40 plus. He's not a Benny the Butcher or a Conway who's like set in their ways and they can't make anything different or else they're going to alienate a part of their fan base. Like, Joey still has the youth and the opportunity to be a lot more resourceful and forward thinking musically without alienating a part of his fan base. He can still keep the lyrical substance that he's got to an extent, but it's just zero variation here for me, bro. You're too young to be rapping like an old nigga. You just are. Love the beat on Superfluid. Yeah, it's not horrible beats. I'm not saying it's produced to a horrible degree or that there's, like it's unlistenable. It's just an ear sore for me because I can hear this. I might as well go back and listen to your old shit. I feel like he wasted it. He wasted that shot. It's a nothing burger. Yeah. And I don't think people realize that. I've said this years ago. I forgot who I told it to, but I'm like, bro, you'd be better off making ass than making something I'm going to forget. Did I listen to Blood Orange and West Side Gun? Are you saying that Blood Orange and West Side Gun have music together? Or are you telling me to listen to Blood Orange and then West Side Gun also has something out too? Because that would be insane. They both have albums out. All right, bet. I understand that. I'll listen to a couple songs off the Blood Orange. Elevated Mid. I wouldn't even say that. Oh, that Doobly video did irreversible damage to niggas. Doobly might be a good content creator after all, despite how much some niggas hate him. West Side Gun shit is crazy. I'll listen to a record or two off West Side Gun. See, West Side Gun is different in the sense that like he's more of a curator, so like he gonna have a record or two. I'm probably not gonna like the whole thing, but I don't go to West Side Gun thinking I'm gonna like a whole album, even though there are whole albums from West Side that I've liked. I'm thinking like, okay, like he gonna have one of those ones. Like he's gonna put shit together a way that makes the most sense on one of the songs, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, nah, he still got it. He still got it. Listen to The West and Mic Trap, please. The West? Joey's level 4? I don't remember what the levels were on that tier list. I'll be honest. Listen to Blow Hendry off West Side Gun. Alright, bet. Yeah, but Joey, I'm hoping I'm hoping that we get something. I don't know. I'm hoping we get something more next time around. What Spectrum Pulse had to say
Joey
about this?
Badass, Lonely at the Top. I think what gets lost with rap beef is that
Spectrum Pulse is probably the most consistent music reviewer I've ever seen on a platform. Like, that's actually crazy when I think about how many times I think I've seen something from bruh.
good squabbles can lead to both sides winning in the long term. So after Joey Badass took on a swath of West Coast...
Never heard of him. As far as reviewers on YouTube, I would probably say he might be the most well-written one. I would say. And I'm using a rubric too of like certain records that have come out. Like there are certain really important albums I feel like that you had to have quote unquote gotten right. And at the time where some of those records were being released, I was like, yeah, nah, he got it. Maybe a nerd, but I love Professor Sky's latest reviews. Professor Sky is just like I don't even know how he does that. I get it, but like he's like what I would imagine someone having a conversation about something that they really enjoy would be like, but he has the conversation about it in like the most earnest way possible. It's like you can't even question anything that he's saying either because it's number one unedited and like off the top completely. I just like his format. I forgot what video I saw from him for the first time, and I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck are you talking about this for an hour uninterrupted? So shout out Professor Sky 100%.
B-listers, I would call it a victory for hip-hop across the board. They got name recognition.
He a real academic? Professor Scott? I mean,
Joey got more cred and traction outside of New York City than he's seen it.
He's too positive for you. I fuck with that critique. I do. I actually really fuck with that critique. I just would never say it.
In a while. And good thing too, I've seen him live. He deserves that superstar push. So I expected the follow-up to come pretty fast. I was kind of unnerved to hear about major label issues which delayed the album, but thankfully it's here. And on the one hand, it sounds like Joey making his version of Kendrick Lamar's GNX. Lean, a bit scrappy and streamlined to put folks on in his city for the crossover. Less a direct victory lap, more reckoning with the harrowing personal cost that...
God forbid you're an optimistic person. Nah, but you know those people that find the good in everything, and there's nothing wrong with those people. I would never I would never critique them and be like, yeah, nah, stop being positive. That's not where I'm at. But there are people that will make that critique, and I'm gonna look at those people and be like, you know what? I ain't mad at you. I wouldn't say it, but I ain't mad at you.
Will come with that victory. Being ready to engage requires more street-level grit than many can imagine or admit, and the darker and more vulnerable back half of the album shows how it's left a quiver.
Human golden retrievers got it.
On his breath, but then asking what's next, with a crisp, cool flexing and production deeply rooted in New York City to set the vibe. Less impeccably chill than 2000, but enough moments featuring his improved singing to showcase that broader range. Of course, GNX's best songs went beyond flexing, targeting a societal angle while still experimenting. And for Joey, especially as he's not trying for another all-American badass, well, the easy punchlines and clever wordplay are there. He's got such a high floor, especially if you like impeccably balanced New York hip-hop, but the scope still feels kind of limited. It's not that next step. It's more reminiscent of an expensive throwback that for a certain stripe of New York hip-hop fans, they'll absolutely land.
Yeah, I agree. We're not gonna even. He's not gonna break me open into a new perspective on it. But like I said, I get where he's coming from 100%. Y'all niggas fucked up for real? Nah, they not fucked up. You're not hearing what they saying though. Like the positivity is great. Don't get me wrong, but like that's ultimately one of the reasons why people ended up having like this turn against Big Quint, for example, because they thinking to themselves like, there's no way you're jumping up to everything and all this other shit. Like. To an extent, I get where they're coming from. I also get why someone has that level of love for something or someone that always like sees the good or value of almost anything that comes out. You feel what I'm saying? Blood Orange album is cool. Okay, I haven't forgotten. Okay. Big Quinn, my goat. Kyle? Nah, Kyle is actually ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's one rapper that I can't see any good. That's just like boring. That's like NyQuil. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, dude. What the fuck is this? I'm being dead ass. What is this? What do you mean Talala Kipape?